Was Muhammad perfect?
Yes, of course he was perfect.
What's the problem if he married a 9-year-old?
But I don't think he married a 9-year-old.
No, okay, but then again, okay, so if what it says in Sahih Bukhari was wrong, we wouldn't still be here.
What do you mean?
It wouldn't still be promoted. Sahih Bukhari is one of the most authentic hadiths in the world. There's 6. Sahih Muslim is one of the most authentic.
Do you know what?
And it's promoted and being taught.
You see a lot of Muslims, and then again, they're not going to like this. What I'm going to say, they're not going to like this. A lot of Muslims, not all of them, some of them do, but a lot of Muslims, they don't think outside the box. They don't question.
I understand that, but what I'm coming to the conclusion of is that whenever there's anything that you don't like that's problematic, you have your own justification for getting around it, but it's still here in the book and it's still being promoted to millions of people. So any Islamic countries around the world...
All right, look, let me give you another example. There's a hadith that says, that when a woman is going to get married to a man, that the man is allowed to see her butt naked and decide whether he wants to marry her or not. Now, because that's a hadith, does that make it authentic and true?
No, because it's not one of the authentic hadiths.
But it doesn't matter though. It's still a hadith. People can still argue and say no, that's the truth.
There's loads of mental hadiths.
But how do we?
The devil just shit in your ear if you.
How do we? Wait, Tommy. How do we differentiate between what's sahih and what's not? Easy. We go to the Quran. If it contradicts anything that's in the Quran, we throw it out. Now,
but we've gone to the Quran. We've gone to the Quran.
But we're talking about. Doesn't that contradict? Doesn't that contradict what the Quran says?
In the Quran it says if they're intellectually or mature, but what I'm saying is who decides the maturity?
The parents should, the guardians or the parents should.
When I interviewed Ali Dawah...
Alright, so you're a father, you have a child, right?
UK,
you have a child, you're a father, you have a child. You love your daughter, right, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd never let anything bad happen to anybody, right? So if your daughter came to the age of puberty, but you felt like she wasn't mentally ready...
If my daughter come to the age of puberty, I'd kill anyone if they thought of marrying her.
All right, that's fine. That's your discretion.
And if my daughter,
that's your discretion.
What I'm saying is,
but let's say
you've got people who think Muhammad was perfect, and he married at 9, he married at 6 and 9, which is why I asked Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah said, if she's mature. And then other Muslim when I was outside court, and any scholars I've spoke to, I said, well, I said it to Kadir Baskin, Luton, the main imam. In your ideal society, what would the legal age be? He said, God, Allah has chose that. When a girl starts her menstrual, when a girl starts her periods, she's mature.
No, but you can't just stop there. You're saying when a girl starts her period, she's mature. No, you have to take the mental and the other components into consideration. All right, you know what? Let's do this.
But I don't think it's perfect.
Let's do this. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, right?
What's better?
You tell me what's better. Let me ask you a question.
18.
You tell me what's better. There's girls out here who are 12 years old, getting pregnant and having abortions and having babies. Yeah. What's better? Is it better if that 12-year-old gets married?
No.
It's not. So you see this is the so you think it's better for a 12-year-old girl to go out there and commit zina, fornicate, and have sex with all different people and get pregnant, have abortions, and have a child, and most likely not stay with that person and become a single mother.
I think it's better if the 12-year-old has a stable family and all these things.
Right. So then marriage is better, no?
No, not at 12. You cannot allow a 12-year-old to be married to a man.
But these 12-year-olds in school now that we're going to school, they're getting taught about sex education. They're getting given condoms. They are allowed to go. You're not even allowed to buy cigarettes in a shop at the age of 16, but yet you're allowed to go and have an abortion at the age of 11 and 12.
So do you think, say there was a 20-year-old man, would you think it's better that he married that 12-year-old girl?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know. I think it depends because the age gap is a bit different. I'd prefer somebody who's a bit younger to marry her. But if you gave me the option of, will my daughter get married and have kids, or go out on the streets and have sex with loads of different men and have abortion after abortion, or kids at a young age, I would choose marriage. Definitely, I would choose marriage.
Even if your daughter was 11 and the man was 20 years old.
No, I don't. But that's what they do here. Look, let me show you something. All right, so here we go. Only till 100 years ago in the UK, children were getting married at 12. For females, it was 12-year-olds in the age of the UK, and for boys, it was 14 years old.
We now know that's wrong.
Now, okay, but still, this was so. All right, so we now know that was wrong.
We evolve with time.
But 1 second,
we recognise
but
mistakes.
this was only 100 years ago. The Prophet's day was 1400 years ago.
But the Muslims believe now he's perfect.
Yeah, I believe it's perfect. But hang on, one sec.
Richard Lionheart
Henry the young king, age 17, married to Margaret of France, age 13.
Richard Lionheart.
William Adelane, age 15, son and heir of Henry I of England, married to Matilda of Anglo, age 13.
The difference is that we don't grow up believing that Henry, whatever his name was perfect. We accept, well, that's a bit strange. Okay. We'll develop as a society. We'll look at children. We'll understand they develop their minds aren't developed, and then we'll bring in laws.
Okay, fine.
We elect.
Okay, fine.
We change.
I think in this day and age, with everything that's going on, all this LGBT stuff, all the music, all the Cardi B's, all of these things that are going on,
it's sick.
It's sick, and the women now, young girls now, are becoming sexually mature very early to the time they're supposed to be. They're knowing about sex. They're going out. They're having boyfriends. They're having sex, taking drugs, drinking alcohol. So yeah, I would prefer my child to get married.
Not to an adult.
If not to an adult, but to someone who's similar of an age. Yeah.
Would you not prefer your child
when
just
you
to be a
talk about the
child?
prophet, hang on. Let's also make it clear. The prophet is not just anybody. Peace be upon him. He's not just anybody. And Aisha radiallahu, to you he is.
To everyone else, he's just a woman.
To billions of people on earth, and these people are all different people. Some of them are reverts, some of them are doctors, some of them are scientists, some of them have a high. Look at Andrew Tate, for example. His IQ is so high. Why does he respect the prophet?
I've never heard him talk about the prophet.
But he's a Muslim. He doesn't need to talk about the prophet. But for him to be a Muslim, that means he follows the way of the prophet. This guy has got a high IQ. He's very educated.
But how many?
Why are all of these billions of people? Are all of these billions of people brainwashed? Are they not? Have you ever read the life of the prophet?
Yeah,
you
I
know.
have.
Well, look, we can't compare Muhammad, peace be upon him, to any other person. And we can't compare Aisha radiallahu. She was a very intelligent woman, very, very smart. She was very educated in medicine. No, she didn't. She loved the prophet. She loved the prophet greatly.
Look, the thing is, all these conversations, it's great to have the conversation.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it, and I think people will like listening to it. But this all comes down to your view, yeah? The problem we have is that there's thousands, tens of thousands, recently hundreds of thousands, marching or calling out other views which are extremely extreme and extremely problematic for the future of Great Britain.
Yeah, but I've already said that's a problem. And we
I'm
with you on that. And I think we need to get up and do something about it.
I don't want to gamble with the future of this country based on this book that someone might think means something else.